Hi guys, welcome to Storytime, and today we're going to read Barbara Throws a Wobbler by Nadia Shireen. She's Barbara and that's her wobbler with some big eyes. Barbara is having one of those days. I feel you, Barbara. First, she has a silk problem, and then there's a strange pain. All of a sudden, her wobbler is out of control. What can Barbara do on a day like today? Barbara has a lot to learn about the ways of wobblers in this laugh out loud, bad mood banishing story from Nadia Shireen. Ready? Let's do this, guys. Barbara throws a wobbler. Okay. For Natasha. Barbara was in a very bad mood. I am not, she said. But she was. It had started in the morning because of a sock problem. And at lunchtime there had been a strange pain. Then Barbara stepped on a crack, which had been trying very hard not to do. Things were going from bad to worse. Her friends were frolicking in the park. "Hi, Barbara," said Martha. "Come and play," said Otto. But Barbara didn't feel like a frolic. Of course, Barbara had been in a bad mood before. She'd had huffs, grumps, upsets, and strops. But today was different. Today felt like 100 bad moods wrapped up in one. And when another terrible thing happened, Barbara threw a great big wobbler. And then suddenly the wobbler was actually there. It loomed over Barbara's head. The very stern face. "What's wrong with Barbara?" said Bob. "And what's that weird thing?" Nobody knew. The wobbler hovered in the air, gloppy and heavy like an angry jelly. Look at it! Are you okay?" asked Otto. But the wobbler didn't want to talk, so neither did Barbara. "Would you like a cuddle?" asked Martha. But the wobbler was not accepting cuddles, so neither was Barbara. Barbara didn't even want any small Bob's ice cream, which was really strange. "No!" That's what she says. That's what her wobbler says. The wobbler grew and grew and grew. Soon it was the only thing that Barbara could see or feel. She shook her fists and gave a great big yell. But the wobbler wasn't going anywhere. "What if I'm stuck like this forever? What if I'm stuck here forever?" thought Barbara inside her wobbler. "Let me go," said Barbara. "Let me go," said the wobbler. "Ah!" she shouted. "Ah!" shouted the wobbler. "Stinky bumhead," shouted Barbara. "Stinky bumhead," shouted the wobbler. Barbara giggled. "Stop copying me," said Barbara. "I can't help it," it said. "I'm your Wobbler. You made me." "I made you?" asked Barbara. "Yes," said the Wobbler cheerfully. "You were really upset and angry and sad, so here I am." Barbara had a think. It had been quite a day. Then she thought some more and said, "Well, if I made you, can't I unmake you?" "Of course," said the Wobbler. "You're in charge." So Barbara took a deep breath and started to squish the Wobbler down. Look at Wobbler's face. The Wobbler got smaller and smaller and smaller until Barbara could hold it in her paw. "Goodbye, you strange little thing," she said. "Oh, don't worry," chirped the Wobbler. "I'll be back before you know it." And with a peep, it disappeared completely. Barbara saw that her friends were waiting for her. "Are you okay?" asked Martha. "I had a massive wobbler," said Barbara, "but now I feel much less wobbly." Barbara was now accepting cuddles and ice cream. Barbara went back to the park to frolic with her friends. Surely there wouldn't be any more wobblers today, would there? Bad moods. A very useful guide. Okay, let's say, guys. Figure 1 is the sulk. A quiet mood that often appears after losing a game or being refused treats. Figure 2, the tizzy. Usually noticed around bedtime or when a precious item has been lost. Figure 3, the seed. Angry but clever, will quietly brew while thinking up rude names for people. Figure 4, the huff. When something is definitely not your fault, but everyone is saying that it's your fault. Figure 5, the grump. Very, very sad and gloomy. Not even a tickle under the armpit can cheer up a grump. Then figure 6, the Wobbler. If you're already forgotten about wobblers, go back to the start of this book immediately, and that's where you find the Wobbler. Well, Barbara throws a wobbler, but now she knows what to do when her wobbler appears. You just have to take a deep breath and just shrink it, and pop, it disappears.